Hi everyone, JJ here. Welcome back. Well, let's get straight into the story. French Tesla customers file lawsuit over brand becoming extreme right symbol. I think this is an interesting story, an interesting lawsuit for what it represents, what's going on with Tesla, what has been going on for quite a while now with Tesla and Elon Musk. Around 10 French clients, so not a huge group, with the leases on Teslas are suing the US car maker run by who else but Elon Musk because they consider the vehicles to be extreme right symbols. The law firm representing them said on Wednesday they feel they suffered direct and concrete damage from the way Teslas are now associated with Elon Musk's actions. The GKA law firm said they are demanding the Paris Commercial Court order their lease contracts to be terminated and legal costs reimbursed. It said in a statement signed by lawyers Patrick Klugman and Ivan Terrell. So it's more of a symbolic court case, really. They're not asking for massive damages or anything, just to get out of their lease, so they don't want to be seen in a Tesla, basically, these days. The lawsuit comes as Tesla sales in the European Union have almost halved since the beginning of the year, a slump attributed to Musk's political activities. And I've been reporting on that, the slump in sales, not just in France, yes, but all of Europe, Scandinavia too, UK, all over there, where there is a history of fascism. They don't like fascists. And they don't like far-right politics. Well, some people do. Obviously, people voted for far-right parties there, and Elon Musk was encouraging that, which was part of the point. Those activities include him, meaning Elon Musk, until last week, standing firmly with US President Donald Trump and overseeing efforts to cut down US departments and agencies. Well, they say until last week, but they seem to be making up, or Elon is groveling back to Trump because he realizes that Trump could do his company's damage, including Tesla. He gets a lot of contracts, a lot of subsidies from the government. I think that when he maybe came down from the bender that he was on, he realized that he might have made a big mistake by really going against Trump there. There was that big fight last week, but I digress. He has also lent public support to Germany's far-right Alternative for Germany party, which he said was centrist. He said that in a tweet, that it was centrist and that they must get elected. I think about 20% of Germany actually voted for this far-right party, which is not a great sign, but it's still not enough to give them much power in Germany, but still not a great sign. 20% is quite a lot. And came under criticism for making a repeated gesture with an out-thrust arm interpreted by many historians to be a Nazi salute. Yes, indeed. And people did think that. It was pretty emphatic. This is a freeze frame. There's a video of him doing this emphatically twice, putting a lot of effort into it, grunting. And this was at the presidential inauguration. So who does that accidentally at a thing like that when they're excited? And it can't be put down to autism, as I've said before. I know autistic people who don't go around saluting or goose-stepping around just when they're excited, right? Because of Elon Musk's actions, Tesla-branded vehicles have become strong political symbols and now appear to be veritable extreme right totems, to the dismay of those who acquired them with the sole aim of possessing an innovative and ecological vehicle, GKA said in a statement. Well, yes, Elon seems to have moved far right away from environmentalism or something ecological. It's quite the opposite. He doesn't seem to care about that at all. And I've done one video about his XAI setting up gas turbines and poisoning Memphis community. And so he's really far away from that stance that he had a few years ago. And he did start getting a lot of money from the Obama administration, is I think where it started. So was he actually a democratic politics, or was it just convenient at the time to say that and to sell a lot of cars? The perception of the Teslas they lease prevents them from fully enjoying their car, it said. Most of the leases run for 4 years with an option at the end to buy the vehicle, which seems unlikely that these people want to do that. Tesla cars in Europe and elsewhere have been targeted by vandals, with some drivers reporting they have been insulted for using what is sometimes called on social media a swastika. And we'll see some images of that in a minute. Several owners have been putting stickers on their Teslas reading, "I bought this before Elon went crazy." And I've got another sticker quite different to show you, a little bit different. The situation is both unexpected and impossible for French Tesla owners, the lawyers said. Musk political positions have interrupted enjoyment of the vehicles, and we believe that Mr. Musk owes these buyers the peaceful possession of the things sold, he said. So they're really arguing that Elon Musk has really taken enjoyment away. And this is one of those stickers, "Don't buy a swastika." There was a campaign, the Tesla takedown campaign, which I've reported on extensively here. The protests, the boycotts of Tesla from Elon Musk's actions. And this is a quite bit different. The sticker, "The car is great. The CEO is an idiot." And this was the Tesla takedown protest, one of the kind of homemade posters, "Pull the plug, defund Tesla, Tesla takedown." And that turned into a massive political thing. And as I said, I reported extensively on the protests and the boycotts here and the reaction from Elon Musk and, Fox News and even the president. And the president did that infomercial on the driveway, and then their relationship fell apart. Okay, we're going to get more into this article a little bit more, but before that, if you're getting value out of this episode so far, I'd really appreciate it if you remember to hit that like button to help the algorithm to spread it to more people. That would really help. Thank you. Okay, this is from Electric, a different article, same subject. So Elon financed Trump's election to the tune of almost $300 million. This is why Trump is reluctant to break up with Elon, even though they've got massive egos, I think. And, there's a lot of incentive to keep that relationship going from both points of view. And he pushed for several far-right parties in Europe, including the AfD party in Germany, as the other articles said. And in France, he argued that far-right politician Marine Le Pen was politically persecuted and should be freed after embezzling funds. So he's really been supporting different far-right politicians in Europe. And also South Africa. There was that whole South African thing as well, which is where he came from. And his involvement in politics has alienated a significant portion of Tesla's customer base, particularly in Europe, where Tesla sales have plummeted. They most definitely have. I'm not going to go through the numbers here, but they really have plummeted, and it really has put Tesla in a precarious position. He's kind of distracting by saying robo-taxis are now, it's about to happen. We'll see if that actually produces any money for the company, because in the end, it's the financials that matter. The stock market is a voting machine short term and a weighing machine, weighing the financials of any company long term. So we'll see what happens there. So Electric says, we previously reported that Tesla owners have also been putting stickers on their cars, which we saw, to make it clear that they disapprove of Musk, and some have even been removing their Tesla logos and replacing them with those of other brands. You'll see this one here is an Audi and other brands there, but it's actually a Tesla. So people went that far, and there's videos online of how to take the branding off the cars as well, DIY style. And I thought this was an interesting comment. I'd like to know what you think about this. Clever lawsuit, this commenter says, Spec 9. Even if you lose your lawsuit, you have made your point and done some more brand damage. It might be wise to quietly take back those cars. So do you think that's what the aim is here? They're not, suing for a great amount of money. It's really the symbolism of it. And is it to create more brand damage? Do you think? Is that the point here? So is it more of a political lawsuit than actually getting the lease back on the car? And speaking of politics, this is the latest video I've done on the politics channel. If you haven't checked that out, I'm going to put a link to this video at the end of this video if you're watching on YouTube, in the pinned comment on YouTube, and in the description as well. It's the latest video. It could do with some love, frankly. It could help the algorithm along. And so this is about an expert on authoritarianism talking about the situation of authoritarianism around the world, how different authoritarians, what they have in common including this one in the US right now, emerging authoritarianism, and most importantly, how to combat it, successfully combat it. What has been successful to unite against people like this and parties like this. So do go and see that if you're at all interested. And right now I'm going to put a link to that video right there, and also a subscribe link on screen. If you're not subscribed here, do subscribe, and over on the politics channel if you're interested in that. And thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.